G'day, Tamara. How are you? I'd like to talk to you today about how you can win with content and not cash.
Sounds great, and something that a lot of businesses ask me.
Now, Tamara, I've heard you say website visitors is vanity, content is sanity, and conversion is king. What do you mean?
Well, we all know in business there's a saying that turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. And in the marketing world, this is exactly the same thing when it comes to likes and followers. I mean, that's just vanity at the end of the day. What I'm really interested in is how engaged is your community online, and more importantly, are they converting? So not just liking stuff because you've said something funny, but instead that they're contributing to a conversation, and better yet, they're referring people.
So, Tamara, I'm going to guess that most of this content is found organically because less than 30% are actually clicking on the ads, and we all know that nobody goes past the first page of Google.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is everyone's fighting and the bids for clicks are going through the roof so that they can get access to new customers. But to me, that's quite a lazy approach. So they can all have their multi-million-dollar budgets because I can't compete with that. What I'm interested in is how do we get more people clicking on the organic? But there's a real art in getting on page one because as the years roll on, we're getting less and less impatient. And if you're on page two, you're hardly even going to get a show in and no one's even going to find you. So how do we get onto page one organically so that we can capture that 60% or 70% of people who don't choose the ads?
Now, Tamara, I know that you've been involved with 5.4, so you have some experience that you can share without any trade secrets, but can you comment?
Yeah, so 5.4, I joined when they were quite a small business. I came on to do exactly that, Monty. My whole goal was to take equity and grow that business through social media with no or low cost marketing budget. So we took that business to over 10 mil in under 2 years. And that was purely through a smart strategy online around organic traffic and also through creating a community online, which grew the business.
You also say perception is critical. It's more about perception than necessarily reality. So is that perception online, perception in the community? What is that perception?
Well, I don't know about you, Monty, but I don't tend to see shop fronts anymore. My shop front is my computer browser and shopping online, and it's usually around 11 o'clock at night, maybe 12. So what they see online is often all they will ever see of you. So gone are the days where you need a big shop front and you need to look a certain part. What they see online is how they perceive you. So I have this really interesting exercise that I do quite often when I present on marketing in groups. I'll put the website up of a company and I'll ask a few simple questions. Would you trust these people? Would you buy from them? What's the size of them? Are they national, local, global? How many employees do they have? All that sort of stuff. And then we rate those answers. And then I bring up another website. Little do they know it's exactly the same company. It's just I've rebranded them and positioned them differently online. And the answers are chalk and cheese. The first one they think is local, has under 5 employees. I'm not sure if I'd buy from them. I don't think they're secure enough. And the second one, they're like, this is a global leader. I'd definitely buy from them. They look like they have at least 50 employees. So perception is really interesting. And 97% of people buy based on perception. So how you present yourself online is critical to whether you convert.
Now, Tamara, normally I'd wrap it there, but you raised a topic that I'm personally passionate about, trust. So how can we expand in an online world where there is no shop front and no salespeople? How does that trust come about?
Well, trust is all about building rapport. So in the old days, it was maybe a salesperson who would go out and spend time with them and build the relationship. When it comes to online, people rarely pick up the phone. What they want to do is they want to see that you are trustworthy, not through your eyes saying we're great, but through customers and reviews and all that sort of stuff. And on, especially Google, when they Google you, they want to be able to see that not only you rate yourself, but lots of other people do as well. That trust factor is one of the highest and cheapest ways to convert online. And that's where I tend to specialize and spend most of my time. How do we create content that is going to position you as an expert and authority and trustworthy so you can convert without having to do any physical touch points and conversion? So for instance, with 5.4, we convert online. Pretty much all of our business comes via social. But what's great is 40% of our customers come via word of mouth, and that's still done through social. So that costs us nothing for that acquisition. Whereas we've got all our competitors who are bidding on our name and trying to steal customers and paying a fortune for clicks, whereas we spend all our time and effort in the organic traffic and through telling our story online so that people can convert without needing even a conversation.
That's great, Tamara. I'm going to catch up with you another time for another topic.
Sounds great. Thanks, Monty.